What's up, my YouTube family? I apologize for such a long hiatus. I'm trying to get myself back in order for my YouTube videos, and I kind of had to go back to the basics and remember why I got started with YouTube, because it started slipping up because it wasn't really a priority for me. But I would like to get started again with some fresh new content, meaning introducing some people that I've met along the way, and getting in some more workout footage, because I haven't put up workout footage in a long time, and not just do like special events and things of that sort. Really try to get you guys involved. I want to do a video about my journey, which I've touched on it, but it was way back when I first got started on the channel. So I would like to do that. I want to do a car review of my new car. I didn't do one when I had my Mustang, and for those that know me in person, know that I had a 15 5.0. Loved it. Her name was Sasha. She was lovely. I miss her, but I was fortunate and blessed enough to, I've been looking at the Hellcats, and for those that seen the Arnold video, saw that I was talking about, you know, I was thinking about getting a Hellcat, but I was going to wait about a year. But I ran into this Hellcat, Charger HellCat, and I couldn't beat the deal. So I'd like to do a review on that. It's really nice. I mean, you guys can see the nice interior, but I'll give you guys more. I just wanted to start this video off because today is Thanksgiving, and I want to give thanks. I gave thanks on Instagram and Facebook, but I want to give thank you to all of you who have subscribed, who have watched videos, even if you watched just one video, even if you haven't subscribed, even if you never left a comment, whatever the case. That's not why I got into this business, is to try to help people. It gives me another platform, and you guys know that for those that have watched my videos in the past. That's really what it's all about. It's about helping people, and I kind of got away from that a little bit. So it's time, man. Fresh start. Happy Thanksgiving. Be blessed. Be safe. I know this video is going to get out after the fact, but still, I hope that you guys all have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. Enjoy that time with your family, your friends, whatever you decide to do. Pray for those people less fortunate than us, or for your less fortunate than yourself. All of our deployed family members and friends, because they're away from their families. It's very hard. If you've ever served in the military, if you've ever gone away to college maybe, and you couldn't make it back, it's tough sometimes to be away from family. But I am on a road trip. I have to go back to New Mexico now that I live in Vegas, because I have a home there, and I need to go take care of my house that's on the market. I'm trying to sell it, not renting it out, just trying to sell it, but I need to get some stuff out of there. I lived there for 5 years, and I love those guys. That's where my journey started. So I'm going to take you guys along with me, and so enjoy. But I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, well, we'll talk soon. Peace. What's going on, my YouTube family? Still on my road trip, but I wanted to but I wanted to give you guys I'm going to give you guys a little inside the car review, as far as like my viewpoints on the switch from a Mustang to a Charger, and my thoughts on driving the Charger as opposed to the Mustang. Okay, first of all, I am a Mustang person. Like, that was my 6th Mustang that I had owned, was my 15, and that was the best overall Mustang that I've owned, and the fastest Mustang that well, not the fastest. I did have an 03 Mach 1 that had the Cobra internals. For those that know Mustangs, the Terminator is kind of a historical Mustang, and this Mach 1 that I had was built just like that. So I had the supercharger. It was rated at over 600 horsepower. So it was beast. It was scary beast. But anyway, I'll always be a Mustang guy. My goal is to get another Mustang, and I apologize for the glare of the sunlight. But I'm currently in Arizona. But anyway, I plan on getting another Mustang, hopefully a GT350, in probably a year or two. Just to have a second vehicle, so I don't have to put so many miles on the Hellcat. But the Hellcat will still be my main car. But anyway, the differences are my Mustang was a stick shift, and obviously 400 horsepower compared to 700 horsepower is a huge difference. The reason I went with the Charger over a Challenger is I did want the 4 doors. I like the sleeper effect of the Charger being a 4-door sedan as opposed to the Challenger, and I just like the way the Chargers look. Like, I think they're a little more sleek looking in the front, not as boxy. Even though I don't dislike the way that the Challengers look, and I do like the option with the Challengers that you can get a stick. I've heard the clutch is a little heavy, but I mean, I'm sure you would get used to something like that. I mean, that Mach 1 that I was talking about had a really heavy clutch, which sucks if you live in a city. And that was one thing, living in Vegas, it's not huge traffic jams, but there are some traffic jams depending on what time of day you travel. So having an automatic now as opposed to the stick is nice. And I will give a lot of compliments to Dodge. The automatic, this 8-speed automatic, is really, really nice. It shifts really, really fast. And this car is like Jekyll and Hyde. Like, if you're just doing regular street mode, because you have different modes. It's you have street, track, and sport, and that will change the way that the car shifts. It will adjust the suspension. It also has 2 keys. One black key is at 500 horsepower, and one red key, which is the 700 horsepower, unlocks everything. But my impressions of the Charger is, like I said, I wanted a 4-door. It's a lot more spacious, and it's a lot more comfortable. Not that the Mustang wasn't comfortable, but this one is fully loaded to the max. I mean, it's got the sunroof, it's got the leather package, heated cooled seats in the back, freaking heated steering wheel of crazy things, and heated mirrors. Like, what the frick is that? It's got the full navigation package and all of that stuff. I mean, it has everything that I wanted. I wanted stripes. It's got the stripe package. It wasn't brand new. It was used. It was a 2017. It had 10,000 miles on it. The owner was really, he really hooked it up, because the stripe package that's on here is not from the factory. He got it personally striped to match the brass monkey colored rims, which is awesome. Because that makes the car very unique, that you're not going to see a lot of the Chargers, the white Chargers, you're not going to see a lot of them that have this stripe color, because it's a unique package that he got done. So I was thankful for that, because I always like to customize my vehicles and make them unique to me. Just like the Mustang, I had done up the interior to make it red and black, which is really nice. But anyway, I really love the car. My Mustang's name was Sasha. The Charger's name is Sade, and the reason I went with Sade is because if you spell it S-A-D-E, you say Sade when it's in street mode, and then because I said Jekyll and Hyde, Sadie, you switch the name to Sadie. And I have a friend named Sadie, but it's not spelled that way. But you switch the name to Sadie when you switch to the track mode, because it becomes a beast. Like, I've never driven a car with this much horsepower, but it just comes on so hard and so fast. It's scary. When I first drove it with the red key, it was really scary for me because I didn't know the car very well. Now that I'm used to the car, like, it's breathtaking. I mean, it just throws you back in the seat, and it just goes. Like, I've already gotten pulled over twice. I've been very blessed, very fortunate that I didn't get any tickets. And now I'm actually I've slowed it down. You know, I'm on cruise control. I'm not taking any chances because this car can get you in trouble because it speeds up so fast. Just cruising, you don't even realize it. And next thing you know, you're going 110 miles an hour in a 55. You know what I mean? And that's just how smooth it is. As far as gas mileage, which is not why you buy these type of cars, gas mileage is actually pretty good. Like, I've been averaging on this trip about 23.4, something like that, over 23 miles to the gallon, which for a big heavy sedan and with 700 horsepower, that's pretty good. I'll take it. I mean, my Mustang averaged like the same, and that was a 5-liter with 435 horsepower. I mean, I did have a tune, an exhaust cold air kit, but I mean, still, I mean, it's a huge difference. So another positive is the infotainment system that this car has. My Mustang didn't have that. I didn't get the premium package, so I didn't have all the navigation and all of the bells and whistles. And this is the first car that I've owned that does have all of this stuff. And their system is really easy to navigate because I'm non-savvy when it comes to technology stuff. Like, I haven't even begun to tap into this thing to see what it's capable of. But it does have the Apple Play. It does have the Sirius satellite radio. And it just, I mean, it's just awesome. The system, it moves really fast. The navigation is really good. I really have not had any issues with this, with the navigation system or with the infotainment system. So, yeah, this is it. It's the most expensive car that I've owned. You know, I really, this is what you work for. I know it's not about material things. I can't take this with me. You know, if I were to die tomorrow, then that's it. You know, it stays here. But you do work hard to try to get nice things for yourself. And for me, I look at it more so, now that I live in Las Vegas, more people want to come visit. So with my Mustang, I didn't have, like, prime example, my friend Pam, you guys have seen her for those that have watched some of my older videos. Her boyfriend Codester, the Codester, you guys have seen him hopefully on some of the videos too. But anyway, Coaster's in Vegas right now going to school. Pam came out to visit. Well, he was gone one weekend when she came out to visit for Olympia, and I had to pick her up from the airport. So, but I had to use my son's car because my car, the Mustang, I did not have enough room for her luggage. And I apologize for the sunlight. I didn't have enough room for her luggage. So that right there was like, man, you know, I need to get a bigger vehicle. So that when people come to visit, I don't have to think about renting a car because eventually my son is going to get his car back. I don't have to rent a vehicle if we want to go to LA or if I want to go to San Diego, you know, and take a trip when people are here. I don't have to worry about that. If I have family come out, I want to have enough room to get everyone around. So it's a twofold, you know what I mean? I get the performance and I get, you know, a lot more car. And obviously the Mustang was about $35,000. This car was $57,000. So you're talking, you know, 20 grand, over 20 grand difference in price. But what I get is a lot more with this package as opposed to what I got with the Mustang, you know. And like I said, I'm always gonna be a Mustang guy at heart. I love Sasha to death, and you know, I always love her. She was my girl, man. Sentimental value. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a quick review, even though it wasn't that quick. But I wanted to give you guys a review of the Charger, so you understood why I did what I did, and you kind of got an idea of what I think of the driving experience and living with the Charger as a day-to-day, daily driver. You know, with this amount of power, it is definitely livable. Shoot, your mom could drive this car around and just love it and never realize how much power it has. I mean, unless she just punches it, which obviously your mom's probably not gonna drive like that. That's the only way she would really experience it. And you can always tone it down. You know, you can just give her the black key and have her. I mean, I know 500 horsepower is still a lot of horsepower, but it does feel different when you use the black key as opposed to the red key. But it is what it is. I hope you guys are having a blessed Thanksgiving. I'm still driving. I am, like I said, in Arizona. I'm near Tucson, so I'm about 5 hours from my final destination, which is Alamogordo, New Mexico. And you know, the road trip's been great. I've been on the phone most of it, just kind of sending Thanksgiving messages out, receiving Thanksgiving messages. So it's awesome. But I hope you guys had a great one and are having a great one, and I will talk to you guys in the next clip. Peace. Okay, I am washing my car, but remember I talked about like all the positive things. Every car has its flaws. So one of the flaws with this car is it's got great brakes. It's got Brembo brakes, and the Brembo brakes are outstanding to a stop. However, they squeak really loud, and brake dust on the front wheels is terrible, like every other day. like you would have to wash them to keep your wheels clean. I showed you guys a quick glimpse of it, and my car is filthy right now, so that's why I'm washing it. But anyway, I wanted to make sure that I covered a negative aspect as opposed to just all positive stuff, okay? And I'll cover a couple more things, but for the most part, that is probably the worst feature of the vehicle besides the tire size in the back. And I've already changed my tire size. It comes with these 275s. I changed mine to 290s. I wanted to go like 305s or 315s in the rear, but there's rubbing issues and I didn't want to take the chance of having a bunch of rubbing, so I went with the 290s. And that's, I mean, I'm not racing the car, so it's not really a big deal. It looks a little bit better, but not much difference. So, and the tires are super expensive, so if you want to bump it up, the 275s are decently priced, but anything above that is kind of high. So just something to consider, something to think about. But I wanted to make sure I covered that, so more to come. I wanted to show you real quick the interior and show you what's under the hood, which I'm sure a lot of the gearheads are interested in that. And then maybe I can get you a sound clip. I know I had a little one in there with the car running, but it doesn't really show you the full deal of how it sounds. The only modification that I've done, well, a couple, is I did put the Flowmaster Super 10s, got those welded on, and I put a Canon air filter, but that's it. I really don't plan on heavily modding this car just because it's got enough power. That's way more than what I need pretty much on a day-to-day basis. Now, if I get a second vehicle, which I plan on getting one, you know, years down the road, when that happens and I want to track this car, then maybe I'll look at, you know, getting a couple couple different mods to help with performance there. Maybe like suspension, maybe some drag radios. There's a couple other things that I've seen online that are breaking. People are having some issues with. The drive shaft is one of them, so that'll be something that I'll be looking into if I decide to go that route. But I'm gonna flip the camera around so you guys can take a look at the interior, and I'll show you the Hellcat under the hood. as I was telling you before, I told you about the wheels and you know how the front wheels especially, they collect a lot of brake dust. It's crazy how much brake dust they collect. I've never had a vehicle that collected that much brake dust before, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. But I mean, it is what it is. I know I can change the pads out and pick up a set of pads that are a little bit cheaper. They may not stop as well, but they may cut down on some of the squealing and definitely will cut down on some of the brake dust. But I'm gonna wrap this video up, but I really wanna get this video out so that way I can work on, I have another video that I'm working on that I would like to finish. But the other negative aspects, I guess, would be, I love the look of the Charger better than the Challenger. However, I don't think Dodge really did a lot to make the Hellcat stand out. You know what I mean? It's got some symbols on there. If you're a car person and you know what the Hellcat is, then you'll know. But if you're not a car person, it really doesn't stand out. Like if you see some of the regular SRTs and you see some of the Scat Packs, unless you're right up on them and you can see the badging, they pretty much look almost the same. Because now I know with the Daytona you can get like some of the Hellcat, the brakes, I think, you know, some of the rims are the same. So but it is what it is. I mean, what's under the hood is really why you buy the car. To me, this is the most plush vehicle that I've had. So and it's the most expensive, so like for me it's wonderful. But I know that, you know, some people nitpicky about things. But that's really the only things that I dislike about the vehicle is that. I mean, I wish they had a stick shift option, but the automatic is perfect. I mean, it just on point. I mean, it shifts like I said, the Sadie name, the Sade name. It's a Jekyll and Hyde, and the shifts are just so on point. It's just crazy when you put it in track mode, even in sport mode, and then it's just so chill when you are in regular street mode. So you can't beat that aspect of it, because it's almost like you get multiple cars in one when you buy this, you know, this type of a car. So if you're interested in buying one, try to find one that's used, that has low miles. You probably can find a 16, maybe even a 15. And if you don't want to, you know, obviously buy a new one and spend the 70 plus grand on a new one. Like I said, I got mine for 57, and I'm sure you probably could find them a 15 or 16 for cheaper. And you know, I would recommend it if you want a bigger car, but you also want the sports car aspect. Yeah, it's not like an M5 or anything like that where you're going to get all of the plush with it, but it's still a nice car. And for the performance, you can't beat that aspect. For the price, you're talking about, you know, as much power as like a Lamborghini and things of that sort, which is way less, way cheaper than one of those cars. So, but it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and let me know what you think, and we'll go from there till the next one. But thank you so much for tuning in and watching. For those that have watched in the past, I know this is a little bit different than what I've done in the past, but that's why I put lifestyle with fitness, because this is part of my lifestyle. I'm a car guy. I love cars, and I wanted to make sure that I put that out there just for something different to try. So God bless you. Merry Christmas. It is Christmas. And Happy New Year, because I don't know when this video is going to go up, like if it's going to be before New Year. But Happy New Year to you guys. Be safe, be smart, be strong, stay positive, stay motivated. Whatever your resolutions are, I'll get to that in the next video. So God bless you guys. Peace.